welcome to Selection IS. So today we are going to know about the ongoing conflict that is in between the Israel and the Hamas. So that's a matter of concern for the peace and stability of the West Asian region and also for the international politics, and it will have a repercussion for the entire world. So let's understand some of the important accords and important historical facts regarding the conflicts. So let's understand. So before we understand, let's understand the map of Israel, and because this can be quite important when it's come to the prelim exams. So we need to know about some of the important location of Israel. So let's understand location of Israel. So actually Israel touches border with the Eastern Mediterranean Sea, and from the west you can see Jordan is one of the biggest neighbor that touches border with the Israel, and from the south Egypt touches border with the Israel, and from the north Lebanon and the Syria touches border with the Israel. And here we have a Sea of Galilee, that's a very important, and above it we have the Golan Heights, that's also very important. So this region is the Gaza Strait, from where the Hamas actually operate, and the Israeli has now started offensive way to stop the Hamas to actually going with the violence. So this region is called West Bank region. So here officially Palestinian governments reside and the capital is Ramallah. So West Bank is this region. This is the Gaza Strip, that is also the part of the Palestine. So this is all about Israel map, and it is advisable to the student to have a very clear understanding about the maps and important location when it's come to the West Asia, because many a time number of questions have been asked from that particular region. So that's very important. So let's understand some of the historical background behind the conflict. So this region was under the Ottoman Empire, but after the World War I, this Ottoman Empire get dissociated into number of free states, and the region came under the mandate of the British. And then Britishers started obviously stabilize the Palestinian region for the settlement of the Jewish people in the particular region. So that is also another factor. So it was called Balfour Declaration of 1917. Under that, the Britishers started giving speech to the Jewish people to the region. So that is also one of the important historical background behind the ongoing conflicts. After the World War I, the region came under the British mandate and they created the Palestine. So the conflict origin can be traced back to the end of World War I, when the British mandate for Palestine was established. The Balfour Declaration, that's a very important declaration when it's come to the prelim exam. So students are advised, it is advisable for the student to actually have a look over about the Balfour Declaration and what was this and how it came into being. So this Balfour Declaration 1917 expressed the British support for the establishment of national home for the Jewish people in the Palestine. So that was the initial beginning of the conflicts. So after that, in 1947, the United Nations come out with a partition plan, because the Arab people were not quite happy with that particular Balfour Declaration, and obviously incoming of the Jewish people in that region. So therefore instability erupts, and to address the situation, the United Nations come up with the partition plan in 1947. So under that partition plan, two important states are being talked about, that is called Israel and Palestine. The United Nations proposed partition plan in 1947 that aimed to divide Palestine into separate Jewish and Arab states. The plan was accepted by the Jewish leader but rejected by the Arab leader. So that actually gave rise to the conflict, leading to the further hostilities. After that, in the 1948, the first Arab-Israel war took place. So the declaration of the State of Israel in 1948 triggered the war with the neighboring Arab states. Israel expanded its territory, leading to the displacement of hundreds of thousands of Palestinian Arabs. So that actually gave rise to the first Israel-Arab war. So that was one of the important factors behind the conflict and the ongoing war also. And this also gave rise to the Palestinian refugee situation, because Israeli started expanding their territory to the Palestinian region. So this gave rise to the crisis where we can see the Palestinian become the refugee in their own states. So this 1948 conflict resulted into the creation of Palestinian refugee population who were forced to leave their homes. The Palestinian refugee issue remained a central point of contention between the Israel and the Arab states. So that's a very important thing, because Palestinian issue is one of the important matter of concern when it's come to Arab region, and because of which many Islamic countries of the region are not quite happy and reluctant to have a formal diplomatic relation with the state of Israel. So that's also one of the factor because of which we can also see the region is in the always hostile and violent kind of a means of protest is keep going on in the region. So that's also matter of concern for the peace and stability of the region. And through map we can also observe this blue line. Initially Jewish people were settled in the region and Palestine was this much of area, but gradually it has started shrinking up. Now you can see it has become like this. Jerusalem is here, Gaza Strip is here. So we can see the expansion of the state of Israel to the regions, and this also gave rise to the conflictual situation in the region. So as we have discussed, Israeli settlements. So Israeli construction of the settlement in the West Banks and the East Jerusalem has been major source of tension. These settlements are considered illegal under the international laws and are seen as an obstacle to peace. So that is one of the important factor. This also gave rise to terrorism in the conflict. So this situation has also gave rise to the emergence of Islamic terror outfit like Hamas that has actually attacked Israeli and some citizen in recent ongoing war. And obviously it is the loss of life from both the sides. So situation is not quite normal, and obviously it is in the great crisis in ongoing scenario. So ongoing violence including suicide bombings, rocket attack has further deepened the mistrust between the Israel and the Palestinian and obviously the Arab states. Israeli concerns about the security have shaped the politics in the region. So Israel has strengthened its security and make its security infrastructure quite robust and effective to counter any such attack. And obviously security has been the issue for the Israel to concerning it. So it has also adopted some hard part means to actually avoid and avert any kind of a terror attack from extremist outfit like Hamas. Jerusalem is actually an important place in the West Bank. When Donald Trump was the president of the United States of America, so they passed the resolution to make Jerusalem as Israel capital, and many countries were voted against this resolution, but US has supported it, but it has not been recognized yet. So that is also one of the issues. Jerusalem hold immense when it's come to the significance of the Jerusalem, so it is hold an immense religious significance for both Jewish and the Muslim community. Obviously, because of East Jerusalem, holy sites are located that remain a major point of contention. In 1967, the region had 6-day war, exerted a significant effect on Palestinian nationalism, and Israel gained military control of West Bank from the Jordan and the Gaza Strips from the Egypt. Consequently, the PLO was unable to establish any control on the ground and established its headquarters in Jordan. So that was some of the outcome of the 6-day war that took place in 1967. So let's understand the PLO, that is called Palestinian Liberation Organization. In context of ongoing and obviously Israel and Palestinian conflict, PLO is very important. This is Palestinian Liberation Organization that was formed in the year 1964 and with the purpose of liberating Palestine from Israeli through armed struggle. It is broad national front, a political organization claiming to represent the world's Palestinians, so those of Arabs and their descendants. So that was one of the important work area of the PLO. So PLO worked for the liberation of Palestine from the Israeli settlement. Hamas is in the news, so we need to understand about the Hamas, and from exam perspective Hamas could be very important. So let's understand what is this Hamas. Hamas, officially the Islamic Resistance Movement, is a Sunni Islamist politician and military organization governing the Gaza Strips. So that is ongoing in the news. So the Palestinian territory, the Gaza Strip is a Palestinian territory, while it's headquartered in the Gaza city. So that also has a presence in the West Bank, that is the middle part of the Israel. So in 1987, shortly after the outbreak of the first Intifada against the Israel, the Hamas was founded by the Palestinian Imam activist Ahmad Yassin. So he was a man behind the formation of Hamas. So Hamas has been recognized as a terror outfit by the country like United States of America and European Union. Many countries still not recognize Hamas as a terror outfit. The kind of approach that the Hamas is taking place for the liberation of Palestinians from the Israel is quite violent, and that cannot be justified in any way. So that is also one of the concerns behind the recent ongoing war between the Israel and the Hamas. That is also very important when it's come to this conflict. When we come to India's approach and India's stand on the conflict, so India has been the supporter of two-state solution for the Israel and Palestine, and it has always supported peaceful dialogue diplomacy for the resolution of the conflict. And obviously it is very important to have a very peaceful way to address that situation. Otherwise it will have a repercussion for not only the entire West Asian region but also for the international peace and stability. The responsibility of the international community to come up with a positive mindset and work together in a very positive way to find out the solution for this ongoing 20th century conflicts that will be in favor of global people and obviously good for the international peace and stability. So these were all about the Israel-Palestine conflict and obviously some of the important aspects that we have gone through. Thank you for watching this video. If you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe to Selection IAS and ऐसे important content को get करने के लिए आप हमारे Telegram channel से जुड़ सकते हैं.